Welcome back, guys. So in our earlier video we have talked about a few parameters uh, required for streaming application. One of them is hot standby. So this is one of the parameter which we need to enable on the master. The other parameters are listen addresses. Okay, so in PostgreSQL the listen addresses parameter is a configuration setting found in the PostgreSQL.conf file. It defines which network interface and IP address the PostgreSQL server should listen on for incoming connections. This parameter plays a crucial role in controlling how PostgreSQL accept client connections and can be used to enhance security and control access. So if you haven't um, set IP of your application in this, then it won't allow your standby server to access your master server. Okay, so the default value of this is wildcard address level, which is asterisk. Okay, this one, that this is the default address, default value of this parameter. But you can specify specific addresses as well, like you can have local host or some your address of your application server as well. You can define these parameters, these IP addresses here, like this. And for multiple addresses you can use this localhost and your slave server address, your another slave server or standby server address. You can have this, but the default value is star, or localhost you can also set. Okay, if you do not have any replication or anything, you can just set that to localhost. But for the replication streaming application, you need to set that to the parameter of your standby, the IP address of your standby server. Okay, or you can if that is not production, you can set that to star as well. Okay, it will allow incoming connection from all the IPs. So this is just like your security, Windows security, and or anything you're just restricting few IPs, or you're allowing few IPs to make the connection from the master. Okay, so another is security implications for this. Properly configuring listen address is important. Okay, for database security, if you allow PostgreSQL to listen all your network interfaces, it could potentially expose your database to unauthorized access from external networks. Okay, so restricting it to specific addresses or addresses interfaces can enhance security. So this parameter should be configured very you need to be very specific about configuring this parameter, only allowing the specific address which are required and in your production network range. The next parameter is wall level. We have talked about this parameter earlier, but right now we are going to discuss this in detail. There are three settings for this parameter: minimal, replica, and logical. Okay, so we'll be discussing this in here. So wall level parameter specifies the level of details recorded in the wall to support various database features, including replication and point-in-time recovery. The wall level parameter accepts one of three values. Like these can be one of these three values. No other values will be accepted in this with this parameter. So minimal. This is the lowest level of wall logging. Use this level when you need to least amount of logging for a standalone database. Like you do not have any replication or anything, and just your master service running. You can, but you require your wall uh, files to be logged at some extent. You can use this level. Okay, it records only the information needed for crash recovery, which includes information about committed transactions. Okay, only this transaction is committed, this is committed, so it records the information only that. It doesn't provide information to support features like replication or logical decoding. Okay. Another setting is replica. This level provides more detailed information in the wall than minimal. It records enough information to support streaming replication, including the changes made by the committed transactions. Okay, it is much better than minimal. It supports the replication, so it has more details than this, including the changes by the committed transaction and some additional information needed for replication. So it is suitable for setting up streaming replication with one or more standby servers. Okay, you can have one, two, three, and you can configure the require based on your requirement. Okay, but one or two standby servers are enough most of the time in most of the cases. Another one is logical. This is the highest level of wall logging. Okay, more detailed version. Okay, this is the least, this is the some more than this, and this is the highest level of wall logging. It includes all the information recorded at the replica level plus additional data necessary for logical replication and logical decoding. It is used when you need to capture the capture and replicate individual changes to the database object at logical level. Okay, so if you want your data, if you want to read the, you can use these wall files too for your application as well as for your some logical decoding as well. If your that's more detailed way. If you any time your database goes down or you need to send the your things to their developers or someone for research, you can send these, you can send logical, or in the logical replication you can use logical. Okay, so which wall level to use out of these three, minimal, replica and logical, which to use? Okay, so if you are setting a basic streaming replication with one or more standby servers, you can use replica. Okay, if you are implementing logical replication using features like logical decoding, you'll need to set wall level to logical. And if you are using running a standalone database and you don't require replication, you can only use this wall level for the uh, crash recovery, then you can use minimal. Okay, so changing the wall level parameter requires a restart of the PostgreSQL so that this take effect. So these are the parameters at master server. Okay, and how to monitor the our master server on the after the recovery, after the streaming replication setup, how to monitor that. We'll see these in the when we are when we set up the replication. After that, when we are set up the standby server, we'll after that we'll see these parameters. This will tell us if that is in the recovery mode or not. Then we on the replication stats can be monitored. It will give you all the stats of the wall receiver. Okay, it will give you the wall location and the last LSN. It will give you the location, last wall location replayed during recovery. Okay, and this is timestamp of the replayed during the recovery. Like it will tell you the timestamp of last wall record. Okay, so these are all the parameters, and we'll be doing the lab in our next video where we are setting up the standby or replication server in streaming replication. Okay, so thank you, and in our next video I'll be seeing you in the lab. Thank you.